Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And as you can see, we've already started here. And when these two meet, generally speaking, he gets big! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Rui Costa. Pinches it off him. And this is Immobile. He might be in here. It's Immobile! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Donatoni. He's away. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Rui Costa. Schneider. Takes on his marker. That's good running with the ball. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's having a hit! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Calhanoglu clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Now it's Martinez. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Chance for a shot! Goal! Milan!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
That's really well cleared. Calhanoglu. He's gone for goal. And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Some first-half thoughts?
Milan really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Milan are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And the action is back on the way.
Milan definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would...
He's had a shot! Oh, he's really drilled it. Mateus. Now it's Immobile. Donadoni. Calhanoglu. Now it's Martinez. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Batistuta. Tries to pass it through. Martinez! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Out to the left it goes. Pass is just off target.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's really well manoeuvred. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Moved on forwards. Half an hour gone in the second half. He's picked his way through, and he welcomes it in.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Schneider, nicely aimed pass. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Driving on and making good progress.
Milan.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, that's fabulous. So much time and space. He's having a shot! He's scored! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Immobile really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And that is as far as it goes.
Just a quick request.
They needed to win, and they have. Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He's simply the greatest of them all, the inspiration for so many top-class defenders.
Goes for a shot! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Now, can they get him away? And he's managed to get free. Shot a goal! Oh, it's gone in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. Lovely bit of skill. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nesta calmly anticipates. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that's really well manoeuvred. And no, he's seen through all of that. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Costa Curta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Donatoni.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look. He's having a shot! Goal, Milan! And again they hit the front. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Looking for a runner, and he was quick to react. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Well, it has been. Del Piero! And he's only too happy to take that. He's going for goal! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
That pass has been well intercepted. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, better communicate.
Real! He scores! Costa Curta. Rui Costa. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Knocks it into space. It's Immobile! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, what has happened here? And that's gone loose. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's gone for goal! And again the keeper stands strong. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. That has ended up in no man's land. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Del Piero. He's found a way through. Oh, what a stop. Had to be at his very best.
Inter really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter...
That could spell trouble. He's got away. Rui Costa. Looking for the run. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Immobile.
Such good technique.
And he's worked it through. Mateus is onto this. Cannavaro getting this one clear. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Mateus.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Shevchenko. That's a cute ball. Maldini deals with that. And that will be it. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, this guy, the supremely confident Hakan Çalhanoğlu, is always a good watch, Peter. He apparently considers himself the world's third best midfielder, but I'll leave that for the moment. He's a player that adds unpredictability to any...
And he shoots! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Immobile brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Immobile. And he's managed to get free. He's gone for goal! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Çalhanoğlu going full tilt down the left. He's had a shot! Inter Milan have it back, and again! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that has been knocked clear. It's out for a goal kick. And this is Batistuta. He's found a way. Shot a goal! Goal! Inter! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Number 9.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10. Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Çalhanoğlu. And here's Batistuta. Lookman. Good read, needed to be. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Donatoni. Oh, that's fabulous. Donatoni. And the shot! Dispatched clinically. AC Milan are all square. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Milan grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Could be danger here. Not the most convincing of passes. Ball is over the line. And he's managed to get rid. Now it's Rui Costa. He has found the way through. Nesta deals with that comfortably.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying.
We are glad to inform you
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. That's been a decent 45 minutes, competitive certainly, and a goal each. And the game has already resumed here. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Good effort from distance. AC Milan could counter here. Now it's Donadoni. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Engages and forces him off the ball. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Can he get it through? Zanetti.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. And he was alert to it. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra...
It's Immobile! Oh, how's that for a goal? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Substitution.
Milan go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Rui Costa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He's having a go! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Substitution in progress.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Well, there's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied. And the shot! Well, there's the clearance. He's tried one! He should have put that one away.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Serginho. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
McTominay tries making a foray down the right. McTominay really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And that is as far as it goes. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours.